eat some Pop-Tarts because Unfrosted is coming, everybody. And the trailer dropped. The trailer dropped for Unfrosted. We talked about this recently about the Tony the Tiger, Kellogg's whole thing about how they're fighting with Pop-Tarts. They have to make a. They're great. They have to make a hill. That's an impression, GR. You got me. Oh.
You got to go deeper, Brian. They're great.
Now you have to drink.
Now you both have to drink. Congratulations.
Hold on. We're going to go to Unfrosted in 1 second. Before we go to Unfrosted, we're going to Thirsty Daddy himself right here for 1 second so the audience can see us drink, GR. Here we go. Here, cheers, GR. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday.
Don't do that. Skål, brother.
But yes, the thing is, though, GR, that's a sidestep. But what's been going down right now is, of course, told us a long time ago about Tony the Tiger. We had this whole conversation, what was it, maybe like a month ago or something like that when this was actually announced. They've been shooting, but Unfrosted, the trailer is out, everybody. Unfrosted, the trailer came out for the Pop-Tart story from Jerry Seinfeld, and also with Hugh Grant being Tony the Tiger. They're great. I'll drink afterwards. But this is happening, and I haven't watched the trailer yet. I want to watch it. I hear good things. He was on the late night show recently talking about how they actually, a cool thing that happens in this, but it's also interesting, again, is they bring Jimmy Carson back in this movie too. And Jimmy Carson interviews Jerry Seinfeld's character in this movie, and they replace his face, and somebody did a good Carson apparently. But overall, the whole story is about how Frosted Flakes came to be. But this really came from Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up. He did a stand-up special about Frosted Flakes, and one of his writing people came forward, so we should make a movie about this. They're going back and forth. This is not a movie. This is a bit. This is a bit that I do. And they wrote this whole story, make a movie about Frosted Flakes coming to fruition. And then it became this whole thing. Netflix wanted to do it. They didn't get the rights, apparently, either from Kellogg's or Frosted Flakes at all. They just made the movie. So even Jerry Seinfeld came forward and said, hey, guys, I don't know if I'll get sued by this, but I put it out there. We made the whole movie's out there, so whatever. Drama behind the scenes. Apparently, Hugh Grant is hard to work with. That's what he said. But Hugh Grant came forward and told him on like day one, he goes, I'm hard to work with, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be tough. You're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna give you my best. And he's like, yeah, he was hard to work with. He was a pain in the ass. And he was like, overall, but we still made it happen. We had a great movie. We knew it. We had fun. We got drunk afterwards. We had a good time. And I'm very proud of this movie. But the movie is out or coming out. It's coming out May 3rd. The trailer's out, I should say. And we're going to watch together. We're going to talk about it. So let's watch the trailer for Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story. Here it is right now. Let's check it out.
Pop-Tarts or Frosted Flakes?
Ground control, we are go for launch. T-minus 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Lift off.
I believe we have split the atom of breakfast.
In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
Major news from the breakfast world. The Post Cereal Company has reportedly invented a shelf-stable fruit pastry breakfast product.
No.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's Post. They did it.
I'm about to finally crush a big red K that never stops glaring at me. How do you think Post did it?
There's always a surprise inside the box.
I wonder if they use xanthan gum.
Xanthan.
Kellogg's is entering the race to reinvent breakfast with the help of Steve Schwinn, Chef Boyardee, and Jack LaLanne.
They're stacking the deck with ringers.
You know Isaiah Lamb from Quaker?
You Kellogg's
Quaker.
people. We're about to have some very powerful people very upset.
You have to win. Are you making any progress?
It's not to scale, but...
What are you guys, 5 years old? Little John draws better than that. And I think there's something wrong with him.
Nobody said this was going to be easy.
We're talking about happy childhoods for millions of American kids. The important thing is the name.
Fruit Magoos. What?
No.
Heat 'em up and eat 'em ups.
No sale.
Oblong nibblers.
Is this a joke?
Whoever gets to the shelves first is gonna win this thing.
Give up the tarts, old man!
How did it get this far?
It's breakfast. Things happen.
Isn't this a cereal company? Why did my husband explode?
You're jamming out. as Sabrina said before we went up there, she's like, isn't this about Pop-Tarts? It's about Pop-Tarts because it's like the rivalry between the two companies. One makes Pop-Tarts, and then Kellogg's makes, of course, Frosted Flakes to battle with Pop-Tarts. And that's what it is.
So it's a Post and Kellogg's war, essentially.
Yeah, war. Back in the day. And they decide to make it's a true story. They made Pop-Tarts, and then Kellogg's made Frosted Flakes to battle with it to conquer breakfast. But Pop-Tarts are still like, I mean, Tony the Tiger and Frosted Flakes is pretty synonymous with breakfast as opposed to Pop-Tarts. They're both fucking great. So I mean, whatever, they made it work. So I don't know. The trailer looks good to me. Looks fun. Again, a lot of comedy, a lot of comedians in this too. Bill Burr as JFK is pretty hilarious, if you ask me. That's pretty great. Like, seeing with hair is great too. I'm like, what's he doing? Like, what is he doing? But overall, I think this looks fun. It looks fun. Again, May 3rd, they're just having a good time. And this was supposed to be just something random. They never meant to make a movie out of this, and now a movie is happening. And honestly, why not? The whole thing's shot. Will they get sued? Who knows? We'll find out very soon. I think Netflix had to have done some freaking, some deep dive into this and spoke with Kellogg's, spoke with Post, and made sure this was okay before they actually shot a frame of this movie, because that would be dumb if you didn't, because they already have how many people attached to this, how many cast members. This wasn't a cheap movie overall, but it looks good, looks fun. And Hugh Grant, they didn't really show much of him as Tony the Tiger. I thought we'd see more. He might not be in the movie as much as we think he is. He might not be. What do you think? Ron, do you want to see this movie after watching this trailer? Are you excited about it? Are you excited to see Tony the Tiger on the big screen saying they're great and seeing the battle between both companies in real life?
I actually saw the trailer last night, and I thought, oh my God, I can't believe it's finally here. I was so excited. And then that end scene where the lady's like, isn't this a cereal company? Why did my husband just explode? It's so ridiculously funny. It's just like, it's true. It's very... I love the whole premise of it. I love how they're camping it out, basically. I wonder, did Melissa McCarthy have to put on a fat suit because she got really thin and didn't work? And then so I don't know what that just I just saw her and thought about that.
Yeah, maybe she did. Maybe she did do something. Or maybe this was shot. I mean, it's didn't finish shooting that not that long ago. So maybe they wanted to make her bigger.
I think the whole thing looks great. The way it's being shot. I'm excited about it. Yeah,
Ron, it's very interesting. It's like a different time in history. It's a funny thing to actually like make a movie off of, Ron. Like, honestly, it's like about Pop-Tarts and Kellogg's. Like, who would have thought this would have? It's so silly. And Netflix like, let's just make this happen. What I don't know what Tim said, Nibblers or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he quoted one of the names for the cereal when the kid was like, "Are you kidding? Is this a joke?"
Oblong Nibblers.
Oblong Nibblers. Queen's gonna pass on this. She's not excited about this. I like Jerry Seinfeld.
Angel
I think he's great. I think, right, Ron? I think he's funny, and I think whatever he's doing,
I love his voice. And as soon as he starts narrating, I'm just like, it's Jerry.
Yeah. There he is. He's doing something again. I think he's amping up. He hasn't really done a lot of movies, a lot of TV, nothing in a long time.
No.
And there was that little rumor
in cars with comedians, which was really
great.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Right. That's true, Sabrina. But I mean, like nothing like this. Like nothing scripted. It's got to be kind of scripted.
A real movie.
A real movie. But maybe it's also amping up because that whole Seinfeld thing's been out there for a while. That he's doing something with that too. So maybe this is like. Maybe it'll be Netflix. Maybe they'll go Seinfeld to Netflix. What do you think about that, Ron? Is that going to be a thing? It's got a deal with Netflix. That'll be what happened.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Now that you say it, I could see it going that route. Definitely.
Will this sell more Kellogg's, Ron? Will this sell more Frosted Flakes or Pop-Tarts?
No. I think everybody. No, I don't think there's going to be huge sales spikes because of this, but it just looks fun. It really does. It looks campy. It looks fun. Pretty colors. Yeah.
A lot of pretty colors too. I think it looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun. You're right. It looks like it's like out there, they're having a good time. Looks like the whole cast had a great time on this too.
Was that
so
minus Hugh Grant? Yes, she was in there for sure.
The trailer I saw had Hugh Grant just taking off the Tony the Tiger head. That was all I saw last night.
Oh, maybe they have a couple of them out then.
Maybe so. Yeah, he just went like that. I'm like, oh, there's Hugh Grant. Yeah.
I think that was the only scene he was in on the trailer.
That was it then. Was that GR?
Yeah.
I think that was the only scene he was in the trailer.
Okay, then that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's barely in it. I think they're trying to hold that back. They're keeping the surprise for the Hugh Grant, Tony the Tiger moment, too. Holding back. I see Torbett over there. Is Torbett like Frosted Flakes?
He just dropped my whole drink on the floor.
Oh, no.
Oh, Torbett.
Now. Thank you.
Sabrina, are you excited about this when you see this? Think it's be a good movie? Or you think that this is Jerry Seinfeld is coming back and this will become a renaissance for Pop-Tarts and Frosted Flakes?
I mean, honestly, the subject matter can fuck itself as far as I'm concerned. However, the cast and, the acting, I think is probably worth watching. Like, I don't give a shit about Post or Kellogg's or the war that they had way back when. And someone asked that too. They're like, did they put this shit on the news back then? They definitely did. And I think it's just like a weird, funny subject matter that is a vessel for them to be hilarious. And I hope that it is hilarious because, it's a really, really good group of comedians. And, I will watch it for that. Could give a fuck again about breakfast cereal or fucking toaster strudels or Pop-Tarts or whatever. I just think that it's a good group of people and it could be fucking funny. I love Melissa McCarthy. I love Jerry Seinfeld. Amy Schumer is, if you pepper her in properly, she could be effective. Bill Burr is great. Like James Marsden was Jack LaLanne. That's fucking funny.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into it. Yeah. Like the weird, I don't know. I think it has the potential to be like just an actually good Saturday Night Live sketch that we're stretching into a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
So I'll watch it for that.
That's a very good take.
Yeah.
Thank
It's like you're right. It is very much like like a big drawn out SNL sketch.
I'd rather watch paint dry. I'm sorry, Queen.
Queen doesn't want to see it. Queen does not want to see it. How about the thirsty daddy himself? You want to see this, GR?
Sorry, I'm laughing at Queen's comment.
I know she's great.
But just for the record, it's great. Came long before Pop-Tarts showed up.
Drink.
And those of us that are slightly youth deprived know that.
YouTube, Brian.
Yeah.
But
what about this cast?
As Sabrina said, and this is 3 weeks in a row I've agreed with Sabrina, the cast is going to be hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
And this is before the weight loss. I mean, you think about it, between production, post-production, all that crap. This is before the weight loss, so I don't think it was a heavy suit. I think it was reality.
Okay.
But
I think it's before. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be hysterically funny. Everything. I love the Kennedy shot. I think there's something wrong with him. That was priceless. Yeah, but a great movie, I think. This is actually so funny. It actually could win some awards.
You think so, GR? GR's putting that out there.
That might be pushing it.
If nothing else, for the writing.
GR, can May not come soon enough?
Yeah, well, we'll find out next year, won't we?
Well, it's this year. It's because this year coming out this May 3rd. May 3rd. Like,
but we won't find out till next year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for awards, yes. The problem is very early in the year, and the Academy Awards always. This is a weird thing. They usually push, and that's the thing that they do. They release movies they think will win Academy Awards like closer to December, and then it's fresh in people's minds. And sometimes stuff that comes out too early, they forget.
We release it in November,
Yeah, get it back in people's minds and make them be like, "Hey, this is funny." I hope it's good. Jerry hasn't done something like this in a long time. Like this, I should say, and overall, it looks good. I like the cast. I like everybody, and I think the trailer's funny. Rebel, what a good song to use too. Like it's a great. So it really works really well. I think that overall, it might do well, and people might like it. We'll have to see. But Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story is coming.
It's a real sweet story,
It's really sweet. Very emotional story. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Who wants to see it? I'll watch this. I'll watch this day one. I think on Cruise Control that's what we want to watch. We'll check this out. Queen, I'm sorry. We're gonna check this out. Peppy, you don't watch this, Peppy?
Not today, player. Not today.
But he's been drinking again, so
That's one thumbs down. Peppy does not want to see it, but
well, it's also again like we're all a slightly older audience than we're familiar with a lot of
youth deprived,
a lot of these things.
We're
slightly youth deprived. Like someone, I think it was Angel, said nobody knows who Jack LaLanne is today. I'm like, but even if you don't know like physically what Jack LaLanne looks like, you know that he was like a fitness guy, right? Like, isn't that a thing? Like, I feel like that
the
carries
scary
through.
part is, Sabrina, I remember my mom doing that in front of the TV.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? The Jack LaLanne things? I have a Jack LaLanne juicer, by the way, just sitting on top of my refrigerator that I've never used one time in my life. It just sits there.
What?
It's like an ornament at this point.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's
and look, he said, was he a war? Conan said, was Jack LaLanne a warrior? And Angel said he was a warrior against obesity. Amen, girl. Thank you for joining us. Oh, girl or boy. God. I guess Angel could be either way. I hope I didn't call you the wrong pronoun. So,
Angel Feliciano.
To you. Yes. Thank you. Very funny. You guys are amazing in the chat.